Good morning to all of you. Wishing all of you a very happy Republic Day. In today's session, I will discuss about some of the important topics of governance. So before that, these are some important information about the Unacademy platform. These are our plus features. You can learn from your favorite educator. There will be complete exam preparation, regular doubt clearing session, weekly free mock test, free test series, and exhaustive coverage of the syllabus. This is the difference between free and the plus session. In Unacademy, in free you'll get limited syllabus coverage, limited practice test, limited PDF notes. But in plus you'll get complete syllabus coverage, unlimited practice test and unlimited PDF notes. These are special class features. You can download the Unacademy app and attend all these classes. The classes are going to be interactive sessions. There will be polling for the learners. You'll never miss a class because you'll get the notification in time. You can download the lecture notes and anytime and anywhere you can access to this portal. You can download the digital notes for OPSC examination. So we are celebrating Republic Day. You can get 20% off on all the OPSC subscriptions. The offer is valid till 28th of January. You can use this referral code Samrat Live, SAMRATLIVE, Samrat Live to get this discount on all your subscriptions. There is a scholarship test. As you got a scholarship test achi OCS prelims pai at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. Yeah. So this is the price for the different rank holders, rank 1, 2, 3, 4 up to rank 50. These are the ongoing batch courses. Rakshak, it is a special foundation batch for Odisha police examination. Lakshya, it is a foundation batch for OCS prelims examination. Fast track batch for OSSC prelim examination. Fast track batch for Odisha constable examination. आज टॉपिक स्टार्ट करवा गवर्नेंस. प्रथम हम देखियो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ गवर्नेंस. गवर्नेंस कहले हम कोन बुझुछि एवं गवर्नेंस हम पई काहे कि इंपोर्टेंट नुवा सिलेबस अनुसार जदि हम देखिबा नुवा सिलेबस अनुसार you can download the Unacademy app. Each and every information related to plus subscription is there. Okay. नुआ सिलेबस अनुसार गवर्नेंस ये टॉपिक रो रिलेवेंस बहुत अधिक. पूर्वरु हमें सिंपली पॉलिटी पढ़ी दउतले. पूर्वरु हमें सिंपली पॉलिटी पढ़ी दउतले. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आसुतला व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट, व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ गवर्नर, व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ चीफ मिनिस्टर. सो वर्तमान टिके टिपिकल क्वेश्चन आसीबो. गवर्नेंस रो कॉन्सेप्चुअल फ्रेमवर्क कोन बा पार्लियामेंट रिलेटेड इश्यूज एंड चैलेंजेस कोन अछि. Issues and challenges related to the federal structure, issues and challenges related to the judiciary, citizens' participation in governance, comparison of Indian constitutional scheme with the other countries, statutory regulatory bodies, quasi-judicial bodies, representation of people act, then e-governance, what is the role of civil service in a democracy, issues associated with the pressure groups, welfare schemes formulated by the government. So these are different topics. ये सब टॉपिक को हमें ग्रेजुअली कवर करवा. आज खाली गोटे छोट टॉपिक ऊपर टिके डिस्कशन करिवि एंड अदर टॉपिक मान को हमें इन द अपकमिंग क्लासेस हमें डील करवा या पे. आज द फर्स्ट टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन इज रोल ऑफ सिविल सर्विस इन अ डेमोक्रेसी. रोल ऑफ सिविल सर्विस इन अ डेमोक्रेसी. ହେଲା एथरे कोन हुए. First time बुझा दरकार what is the meaning of governance. What government does is called governance. Government जहाँ करे ताको governance बोली कहा जाए. Government रो function को governance बोली कहा जाए. So government रो function कौन बा इट state रो function कौन पूर्व रो यहाँ पर मैं discuss करिचे अनेक थर. State रो first function होगी to act as a police state. Police state रे it will provide us protection. ये हमको protection दबो. Then the next step होजी यार कौन ना welfare state. Welfare state रे ये कौन करियो ना it will provide us socio-economic development. ये socio-economic development करियो. हैला फर्स्ट कौन कहली फर्स्ट ला पुलिस स्टेट, सेकंड हैला वेलफेयर स्टेट. बट वर्तमान जदि हम देखियो स्टेट आल्सो कम्पीट्स विथ द प्राइवेट सेक्टर्स लाइक जहा हम एनपीएम कहूचे न्यू पब्लिक मैनेजमेंट. एटी स्टेट कौन कर प्राइवेट सेक्टर सहित कम्पीट कर टू डेलीवर डिफरेंट सर्विसेस गवर्नमेंट सर्विस को डेलीवरी करने. So the role of government is also enlarging, or it becomes gradually the role of government becomes dynamic हवा पछरे कारण कोन ना Indian society is always dynamic. It is a pluralistic society हेबा कारणरो we have to depend on different factors. The government has to satisfy the requirement of each and every section of society. Well, first time देखिए civil service रो definition कौन ना civil service refers to the body of government officials who are appointed to the civil occupations that are neither political nor judicial. It is important, neither political or nor judicial. तो ये कहूँ कि the government officials who are appointed to the civil occupations एमाने political बा judicial occupation सहित acquainted नुहंती कौन कहली they are not acquainted to the political or judicial occupations. Political occupation कहले हमें कौन बुझे the Indian context रे हमें देखिबा political occupation होची legislature रे जहा काम law formulation एवं execution. In India executive is also prime minister and council of ministers. So first they are the legislature, they belong to the legislature, then they belong to the executive. So ये कुछ political function एमानकर political function नहीं ता माने legislature executive सहित माने interconnected नहोंती. judiciary काम होला scrutinization करवा, penal provision को check करवा, punishment point करवा. तो ये कुछ civil service is neither related to politics or political function nor related to the judicial function. Then what are the functions of civil service? The civil service रो function कौन है? This is the fourth branch of the government. तापर next time देखिए what are the significance of civil service. The first significance is civil service is an instrument of government. This is an instrument of government. Governance. So governance कौन कहले मु टिके सम पूर्व what government does is called governance. Government जहा करू चाहे ताको governance बोली कहूचे. So you could civil service as an instrument of governance. Through civil service or through civil servant, government discharges its duties. Government the duty discharge करूची. कौन कहली? Through civil service, the government discharges its duties. The most important duty of the government in this case is the welfare state. So nowadays the government is evolving in the developing countries and in the developed countries. That is why most of the function have been taken over by the administration. पूर्वर थिला केवल ये प्रोटेक्शन प्रोवाइड करिव आज पुलिस स्टेट तापर ये केवल सोशियो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट प्रोवाइड करिव लेटर ऑन और ग्रेजुअली स्टेट रो फंक्शन ग्रो करी चली बा स्टेट रो फंक्शन एक्सपैंड होची. सो दैट इज व्हाई द रेगुलेटरी फंक्शन ऑफ द पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इट डजंट become static, or it is not remained static in today's time period. It becomes dynamic. So it is growing in a complexity, in a complex environment. So the new methods have been developed to effectively discharge the governance duties of the government. Then the second point hochi as an instrument of development and change. So the development होची एवं change होची ये change by development को किए satisfy करियो ये change by development को किए satisfy करियो ना this is the civil service or this is the civil servant but this is the civil servant माने ये change को satisfy करियो. For example COVID हला, so during COVID management, post pandemic time period, that will be managed by the civil service. Then this is the key to modern society कहले हमें कौन बुझुचे ना modern society अर्थ होची due to development हेची. So modern society is basically a great society. The modern society consists of different groups which are connected together to achieve a common objective. So each and every institution in the society, they are interconnected, and for example the public sector and the private sector, they are interconnected. The public and the private sector, they are interconnected. तो ये कौन करिया पे पड़िबो जेहेतु पब्लिक और प्राइवेट सेक्टर इंटरकनेक्टेड हम कौन कर परिया. It becomes the role of the civil service to develop both the sectors in such a way they can work for the upliftment of the society. जिनसे माने society upliftment पाई काम करि पारे. The next is to promote the culture in the society. To promote culture in the society. So public administration or governance, this is not only the instrument of providing this is not only the instrument of providing the governance activities to the citizens. This is also important instrument which is used to promote and preserve the culture of the society. It promotes as well as it also preserves the culture. So the Indian context already कहली, India is a pluralistic country. It is a pluralistic country. So we have to protect different culture. We have to protect different culture and their cultural activities. And this is the fourth branch of the government. Civil service is the fourth branch of the government. Apart from legislature, executive and judiciary, civil service is the fourth branch. So पूर्वर जो टाइम पढ़ते लासेज फेयर कौन एटा लिखिक रखियो समस्त LAISSEZ लासेज फेयर FAIRE लासेज फेयर अर्थ होची नॉन इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ द स्टेट एटी इंटरफेयर करियो नाही ता माने एटी एवरीथिंग विल बी अप टू द प्राइवेट सेक्टर बा कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी हमको एटी देखा पय मिलुची कैपिटलिज्म देखा पय मिलुची स्टेट इंटरफेयर करियोनी मार्केट फोर्स रे सब चलियो सब केम चलियो ना मार्केट फोर्स रे चलियो तो हम कोन कहू ना लासेज फेयर दिस इज कॉल्ड लासेज फेयर ये कहू लासेज फेयर कांसेप्ट इट हैज कम टू एन एंड एंड नाउ देयर इज अ पॉजिटिविस्ट एनवायरमेंटिस्ट वेलफेयर अप्रोच there is a positivist approach or welfare approach where the state will interfere in each and every branch. So in this context the role of civil service increases. Hela बुझिला रोल no doubt अछि का समस्त बुझि पालो what are the roles of civil service. वर्तमान में देखिया what are the characteristics of civil service. Any doubt अछि पचार. What are the characteristics of civil service? The first is anonymity. Anonymity is the basic characteristic of a civil servant. Civil servant should maintain anonymity. Civil servant jaha काम करछि that should not be discharged in the private interest. That should not be discharged for private interest. निज ପାଇଁ से किछि करबन बा जो काम करते को प्राइवेट बेनिफिट से जेमति किछि ताको न मिल पारे. So whatever a civil servant is getting apart from the salary, that will be considered as a corruption. Then community service. The objective of civil service is always public, serving to the public. ताको हम community service बोली कहू छै. Then public responsibility. So it is called the administrators, they have to be held publicly responsible. The administrators, they are held publicly responsible for this. Monopoly कहले हम कोन होचे monopoly माने केवल गवर्नमेंट रहबो, only state will be there. So state रे टिके competitor नहीं. And large scale organizations में government organization वर्तमान बढ़ुची because the role of government is expanding. Government रो role मध्ये expand करूची. So these are the characteristics. तापर हम देखिए what are the reason for growth of bureaucracy. The first is money economy कहले हम कोन कहूचे. This is all about the capitalism. But development of money economy is important because of development of the bureaucratic system. So capitalism रो importance बढ़ुची. So economics नामे पढ़थिले यार economics सहित मध्ये किछि रिलेशन अछि. एटले किछि कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम बढ़िया कारण सिविल सर्विस रो रोल मध्ये बढ़ुची. Then emergence of mass democracy. मास डेमोक्रेसी कोन ना सोशल एवं इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी को मास डेमोक्रेसी कहआ जाय. मार करिवो सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक डेमोक्रेसी एको मास डेमोक्रेसी बोली कहआ जाय. सोशल डेमोक्रेसी माने all are equal irrespective of their status. Economic equality माने the Gini coefficient जदि हम देखियो 90% resource in India is with 10% people and 10% resource is with 90% people. So it could resource equal distribution among all. Then Protestant ethic माने this is against traditionalism. ये कुछ ट्रेडिशनल वे जेमति गवर्नेंस प्रोवाइड करा होतला वर्तमान हमको डायनामिक वे रे गवर्नेंस प्रोवाइड करिया पय पड़ियो. Then welfare state means socio-economic development. So socio-economic development hava karanuru, rapid growth hava karanuru, there is a growth of bureaucracy. Then what are the areas of friction? Koti problem hoti na. The first is related to the concept of neutrality. Civil service neutrality amuku dekhiya pai miluni. Neutrality mane the civil servants, they are not neutral. They are either inclined towards a political party, or the civil servants, they are inclined towards and they are inclining towards their self interest. Then advisory role in policy making and advisory role of the civil servants, many times that is not accepted by the politicians. So there is always a conflict between the permanent executive, they are the civil servants, and the temporary executive, they are the ministers. Then there is also always a question between generalist and specialist. Amaku generalist darkar na specialist darkar. Then discharge of delegated function कहले कोन ना मो निज काम न करके आउ जन को काम दे देबी करिया पई ताको डेलीगेशन कहा जाए. निज काम निजे न करी आउ काको दे देबा को डेलीगेशन कहा जाए. सो डेलीगेटेड फंक्शन डिस्चार्ज करिया पई मदन देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम कि whether the civil servants they are delegated to work or not. So उनको डेलीगेट करा जाई परिबो लेजिस्लेशन फंक्शन ना नाही. लेजिस्लेशन ना काम से दिया जाई परिबो ना दिया जाई परिबो नाही. Then minister versus civil servant. Minister is an amateur जे खुसरे काम करे, not a professional expert, but civil servant is a professional expert. Minister is non-technical, civil servant is technical. Minister faces the public, but civil servants they work in the background. Ministers they involved in more decision making, civil servants they involve in less decision making. This is the difference between minister and the civil servants. Any doubt? हमें जहाँ discuss कले. Any doubt अच्छी पचा. Rest of the topic को हमें cover करेगा. In the future governance रा question topic, internal security में already बहुत topic आर पढ़ी ची, and ethics fourth paper ethics ये सब topic cover होगा plus platform रे YouTube session ने मध्य रहेगा, special class रे रहेगा which is completely free of cost. ये सब class रहेगा. Description देखी पारियो समझते for better explanation. So that's all for this session. We'll discuss more in the next class. Thank you very much. जहाँ पढ़िले आज आम समस्त पढ़ी के आसो नेक्स्ट क्लास आउ डिस्कस करवा. आज गोटे टेस्ट अच्छी मु कहली ऑलरेडी, scholarship test for OCS prelims at 8 PM today at 8 PM. Then 20% off is going on in the Unacademy Plus subscription. You can use my referral code Samrat Live to get this discount. That's all for this session. We'll discuss more.